आज म BBS थर्ड इयरको पोलिटिकल इन्भाइरोमेन्ट टपिकमा भन्न गइरहेको छु। सुरुमा चाहिँ इन्ट्रोडक्सन। पोलिटिकल इन्भाइरोमेन्ट भनेको चाहिँ मेनली रिफर टु द पोलिटिकल स्ट्रक्चर, कम्पोजिसन एन्ड ब्युरोक्रेसी एन्ड आइडियोलोजी अफ द रुलिङ गभर्मेन्ट हो। अनि पोलिटिकल फिजियोलोजी मे बी democratic or autocratic. Democratic provide a great role to provide the private sector and the policy system that exist in a country influence the business organization. The investment from the private sector highly depend on the political stability of the country. If political risk is high, there is the less investment in the business. यदि पोलिटिकल इन्भाइरोमेन्टको रिस्क चाहिँ हाई भयो भने चाहिँ इन्भेस्टमेन्टमा खासै बिजनेस अर्गनाइजेसनमा इन्भेस्टमेन्ट चाहिँ राम्रो हुँदैन, किनकि लेस हुने गर्दछ। अर्को कारण चाहिँ थर्ड, इट इज द सम अफ अल पोलिटिकल कन्डिसन एन्ड इभेन्ट द्याट एफेक्ट द ग्रोथ एन्ड डेभलपमेन्ट अफ द बिजनेस डाइरेक्टली एन्ड इन्डाइरेक्टली. अ स्टेबल एन्ड competent political environment create a number of the business opportunity and vice versa. स्टेबल र कम्पिटेन्ट भयो भने चाहिँ पोलिटिकल इन्भाइरोमेन्ट स्टेबल र कम्पिटेन्ट भयो भने यसले चाहिँ नम्बर अफ द अपर्च्युनिटी चाहिँ क्रिएट गर्न चाहिँ हेल्प गर्ने गर्दछ। नेक्स्ट टपिक रहेको छ हाम्रो कम्पोनेन्ट अफ द पोलिटिकल इन्भाइरोमेन्ट। पोलिटिकल इन्भाइरोमेन्ट चाहिँ मेनली 4 टाइपको हुने गर्दछ। एउटा त कन्स्टिट्युसन, अर्को चाहिँ गभर्मेन्ट एन्ड इट्स ब्रान्च एन्ड पोलिटिकल आइडियोलोजी र पोलिटिकल पार्टिजहरू रहेका हुन्छन्। पोलिटिकल आइडियोलोजी भनेको चाहिँ सेट अफ द आइडियाज हो, प्रिन्सिपल एन्ड फिजियोलोजिकल। यो भनेको चाहिँ पोलिटिकल आइडियोलोजी भनेको चाहिँ सेट आइडियाजको सेट अनि प्रिन्सिपल एन्ड फिजियोलोजीको एउटा सेट हो। इट अफर द सम political and cultural outlook of political ideology largely concerned with the allocation of the power and resource. यो चाहिँ मेनली concern power of the allocation of power and रिसोर्सेसमा चाहिँ अलोकेट गरेको हुन्छ। इट इज नर्मेटिभ नेचर, यो चाहिँ पर्मानेन्ट नेचरको हुन्छ। अनि डिफ्रेन्ट टाइप्स अफ आइडियोलोजी एक्टिङ इन द वर्ल्ड, दे क्यान बी। नम्बर 1 मा रहेको छ डेमोग्राफिक। अन्डर दिस पोलिटिकल आइडियोलोजी पावर इज भेस्टेड अथवा भेस्टेड भनेको चाहिँ डिस्ट्रिब्युट अन द पिपुल। डेमोक्रेटिक सिस्टम इज अलवेज गभर्न बाई द रिप्रेजेन्टेटिभ विच इज इलेक्टेड बाई द पिपुल। डेमोग्राफिक भनेको यस्तो हो जसमा चाहिँ हामीले रिप्रेजेन्टलाई सिलेक्ट र इलेक्ट चाहिँ हामी पिपुलबाट नै गर्ने गरिन्छ। ह्युमन राइट इज अलवेज एट द सेन्टर अफ द डेमोक्रेटिक आइडियोलोजी। फन्डामेन्टल राइट्स, राइट टु इक्विटी, राइट टु जस्टिस, राइट टु फ्रिडम, राइट टु प्रोपर्टी, राइट टु रिलिजन एन्ड राइट टु प्राइभेसी चाहिँ सेक्युर हुनुपर्छ भन्ने हो। अर्को चाहिँ डेमोग्राफी अफ द पिपुल भनेको चाहिँ डेमोग्राफी अफ द पिपुल बाई द पिपुल अनि फर द पिपुल। अनि अर्को नम्बर 2 मा रहेको छ टोटालिजम भनेको चाहिँ टोटालिजम। अनि अर्को चाहिँ अन्डर दिस पोलिटिकल आइडियोलोजी अल पावर present on the hand of the government. It is the type of the political system where all activities of the public as citizens are controlled by the government. In this system, feature of the government is autocratic in nature, where government control whole activities of the citizen in extreme level. It is the extreme form of autocracy. यसमा के हुने गर्दछ भने सबै पावरहरू चाहिँ गभर्मेन्टको हातमा रहेको हुन्छ, जसमा चाहिँ यो गभर्मेन्टको अटोक्रेटिक नेचर हुने गर्दछ। इन दिस सिस्टम देयर इज द कम्प्लिट ल्याक अफ द डेमोक्रेसी। यो सिस्टममा चाहिँ डेमोक्रेसीको चाहिँ कम्प्लिटली ल्याक हुने गर्दछ। गभर्मेन्ट कन्ट्रोल ओभर अल द एस्पेक्ट अफ द लाइफ, रिलिजन, सोसल, पोलिटिकल र इन्भाइरोमेन्ट, इकोनोमिक, रिस्ट्रक्चरिङ द सोसाइटी बाई इस्टाब्लिसिङ द न्यू नर्म्स एन्ड भ्यालुज एन्ड ब्रिफ with the help of the own state ideology which support new belief value. It also creates the mass participation to connect with the people to spread the political agenda. Private sector does not fall under such ideology. यो आइडियोलोजीमा चाहिँ प्राइभेट सेक्टरलाई चाहिँ धेरै गाह्रो हुने गर्दछ। अनि इन कन्ट्रिज अफ द नेपाल, इट इज द फेडरल डेमोग्राफिक रिपब्लिक सिस्टम. इट इज एम टु इस्टाब्लिस अ वेलफेयर स्टेबल by maintaining the justification system in all sectors of the national life by keeping law, fundamental rights, gender equality एन्ड सोसल इन्डस्ट्रिज। अनि नम्बर बीमा रहेको छ हाम्रो कन्स्टिट्युसन भनेको चाहिँ पोलिटिकल स्ट्रक्चर। कन्स्टिट्युसन इज द फन्डामेन्टल ल अफ कन्ट्री। एनी ल इन्कन्सिस्टेन्ट विथ इट्स भ्यालिड it is the duties of the average citizen to follow the constitution. It is directly affected with the development of the business of the country. Nepal has recently parliament its constitution 2072 on the basis of the common minimum program signed by 8 political party involving Nepali Congress, Communist Party of the Nepal, United Marxist Leninist and United Communist Party of the Nepal Manif. Constitution of the Nepal was endorsed on the September 19, 2015 by the Constituent Assembly meeting by more than two-thirds majority. It states Nepal has a federal democratic republican nation. It has a 35 parts and 308 articles. Main aim to gain sustainable peace, good governance, and developmental and prosperity. Directive principle of state political objectives of the state is to establish the federal democratic republic system and ensure democratic right, and social culture is to end all the form of the discrimination based on the culture religion by respecting the cultural diversity. Economy is to develop the sustainability through equitable distribution of resources and promote the public and private sector. International relations are directed towards the enhanced dignity of the nation in international level. Number C मा रहेको छ गभर्नमेन्ट एन्ड इट्स ब्रान्च. द सेपरेसन अफ द पावर इज political principle, also known as the traits. Political is the model of the government of the democratic state. Under this mode, the state is divided into the branch. The typical division of branch is into the legislature and executive and judiciary. Number 1 मा रहेको छ legislative. It is the law making body of the political unit. Usually the national government has the power to amend and repeal the public policy. यो चाहिँ law making body हो, political unit को एउटा law making body हो. Usually the national government इट इज अ ल मेकिङ बडी. यो चाहिँ ल मेकिङ बडी हो जसमा चाहिँ सबै पावर चाहिँ पब्लिक पोलिसीमा रहेको हुन्छ. पावरलाई एमेन्ड अथवा रिपेल गर्न सकिन्छ. ल इनेक्टेड बाई द लेजिस्लेचर आर कल्ड द लेजिस्लेसन. इट अब्जर्भ एन्ड स्टेट द गभर्नमेन्ट एक्सन एन्ड युजली ह्याभ स्पेसिफिक अथोरिटी टु एमेन्ड द बजेट or budget involved in the process. Norms for the national legislature including the parliament, appointment representative and assembly. The member of the legislature are legislator. It is the law-making body of the country. The most important function of the state is to make the law. The origin of the legislative as organs of the state of 18th or 19th century. In most of the country, members of the legislature are elected by person. In Nepal, legislature of the Nepal are presented below. जसमा चाहिँ 601 जना मेम्बर हुने गर्दछन् जसमा चाहिँ डाइरेक्टली इलेक्टेड भएका चाहिँ 240, इलेक्टेड थ्रु द प्रोपोर्सनल भनेको 335 अनि नोमिनेटेड बाइ द क्याबिनेटबाट चाहिँ 26 जना रहेका हुन्छन्. यसको चाहिँ पावर एन्ड फङ्सन अफ द लेजिस्लेचर चाहिँ के हुन् भन्दा चाहिँ all the bill rules appointment passing by the majority presented in the parliament after his approval it become the law. All the bill are presented in parliament after passing the bill by majority. After his approval, it become a law. In this way, all law are made in parliament. It control finance of the country. It passes the annual budget according to which government spend money in various tax. And last मा रहेको छ legislation can rise the person to do any work of the government. If government does not work properly, legislation can withdraw its support and government is dissolved. In this way, it control over the executive. अनि अर्को रहेको छ executive. It refers to the organs of the state that is responsible for the overall administration of the nation. It composed of the government and its organs as bureaucracy, army, and police. It also refers to the government, local government and municipality and rural municipality. It is responsible for the enacting the law and rules formulated by the legislature. And power and function of the executive. Function of the executive is increasing day by day in the modern age. It is the duty of the executive to maintain the law and order in country. It has to fulfill the basic need of the people like food, clothes, shelter, education, and health facility. To run the administration of the country effectively and provide the basic service to the people, it makes the important appointment and transfer, control, and supervisor all the civils of military department and their subordinate. To maintain the law order, protect country from the foreign attack, to impose the taxes and run the various departmental work, to sign up the territory and make the good diplomatic relation, to present the budget and operate it after the approval of parliament, to table the draft of the bill in parliament for the appropriate law. Last one रहेको छ हाम्रो judiciary. It refers to the court of the law. It is responsible for setting the dispute and interpreting the rules of if required. In other words, it has the right of judicial review under the Constitution. It serves as the watchdog of the law and Constitution. It interprets the law and punish the lawbreaker. If the court system of the Nepal has made of Supreme Court, Appellate Court, and District Court, specific court established by the law. उनीहरूको नम्बर डीमा रहेको छ पोलिटिकल पार्टी. पोलिटिकल पार्टिज आर रिगार्डिङ एज अ पिलर अफ द डेमोक्रेटिक सिस्टम. The try to win the support of the people to elect their representative in legislature. Through legislature, they form a government and rule of the nation according to their politics and ideology. यसको प्रोभिजन रहेको छ people who are committed to common political ideology and program can form and operate of political parties. Political party registered require their constitution and other document. Constitution of the role of the political party should be democratic. Constitution of the political party has to be ensure periodic election at least 5 years. There should provision of the inclusive representative in exclusive committee. No political party shall have to register if it has a name, objective, symbol from flag is the characteristic that make disturb the country religious.